Mabuhay, this is Bob from Love Beyond the Sea. Today I want to talk about how I want to be remembered by my Filipina wife. That's when I am gone. I'm going to talk about the quality of gentleness today on Love Beyond the Sea. Please listen and leave a comment and subscribe over here. I've got an affiliate link with Christian Filipina where I got married almost 9 years ago. Now, it may sound strange, but I often have thought how I want to be remembered by my wife when I die, and this gives me motivation every day to treat her certain ways. One of them is gentleness. One of the verses in the Bible says, "Thy gentleness has made me great." Now, I find this fascinating. This was about David reflecting on God's patient and undeserved help throughout his life. And this is how I want to pattern my life, with the goal of reflecting in her later years that, I did a good job and my gentleness has made her great as well. And by that I mean giving her opportunities and the patience to achieve them by believing that I always have patiently supported her through all of my weaknesses that she has discovered. I want her to realize that I have supported her dreams as much as I could, that my benevolence and sacrifices were made for her success. As God condescends to help me with his goodness over the years, I want to nurture, support, and do anything I can to allow my wife to do the things that make for a richly satisfying and influential life, where my influence will be felt long after I am gone. Now, do I do a great job at this? No, it's a goal. I'm really on the intense side, and it's going to show up even if I don't raise my voice. I can be very emotional. It's just very natural. But this is one area that needs to get better. Moses, a manly man, and the Bible does tell us to act like men and be strong. That's an admonition for men. Moses led the exodus of perhaps 2 million Israelites out of Egypt. Quite an accomplishment. And yes, he was a very strong person. Yet, Numbers 12:3 describes him like this: "Now the man Moses was very meek above all the men which were upon the face of the earth." Some have said meekness is strength under control. Jesus himself, who had to possess all the manly characteristics to the highest degree, was described in Matthew 11:29 like this: "Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am gentle and humble in heart, and you will find rest for your souls." Meekness, again, strength under control. Two of the greatest leaders in civilization described as meek and gentle and humble. Everything I have accomplished when it's all over in this life of any value, I owe to Jesus Christ and his condescension for me, and all of the undeserved help in my life. I have fallen very short of what I know he wants from me, but I know he is guiding me to achieve the success in life that he designed me to have in Christ-likeness. I've had no shortage of grace over the decades, and I want my wife to know that I'm trying to do for her what God has done for me. Real quick, Colossians 3:12. "Put on then as God's chosen ones, holy and beloved, compassionate hearts, kindness, humility, meekness, and patience." That's Colossians 3:12. Galatians 5:22-23. It talks about the fruit of the Spirit. Against such there is no law. And it says, fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. Against such things there is no law. In Ephesians 4:2, Paul says, "I therefore, a prisoner for the Lord, urge you to walk in a manner worthy of the calling to which you have been called, with all humility and gentleness, with patience, bearing with one another in love." And I'll tell you, it's going to take that form of control to help keep your marriage together. Philippians 4:5 uses a very similar word when it says, "Let your reasonableness be known to everyone. The Lord is at hand." And I don't know the translations here. I deleted them. It's talking about reasonableness, gentleness, meekness, And then there's 1 Timothy 6:11, talking to men again. But you, man of God, flee from all this and pursue, pursue righteousness, godliness, faith, love, endurance, and gentleness. So I have a lot of biblical support here to work on this over the years, and I think it'll be good for our marriage, and it's something that I want my wife to see. So I'm kind of imitating, as I think husbands need to do, imitating the love of God in their life to their wife and family if you have one. So right now, this may be one of my weaknesses, but I'm sure you can see how being gentle would be good for my love beyond the sea.